What's up, everybody? This is Adam with Adrenaline Cycle, coming at you with a comparison video today talking about sparks. Not the one you build fires with, but the ones you take down to the lake to have a little fun and cool off. What we have here is a 2023. Really nice color. This is a unit we have left over from last year, but it's a good option to get out on the water for a reasonable price. This unit has the convenience package. It is a 3-up with IBR. So you will have the step to get in the back when you fall in or you want to go for a swim on the back. It does have the extended platform here as well, being a 3-up to give it more, room, flotation, and things like that. Like I said, it is IBR, has the convenience package, which has a nice little cover on the front so you can put a bag in there with, towels, maybe a small 6-pack cooler, things like that. But this model's been around, this style of spark has been around since, the 2016 or so. They've done slight changes to it, but it really got an overhaul and an update in 2024. Some of the things we'll get in here, and I'll compare directly between the two. This one here is a little different because it is a Trix, but it is a 3-up. And a lot of the features are going to be the same from the Trix down to the normal spark. This one has audio on it, and this is a new audio system for the new models. It's completely different than last year's and the previous year, so it locks in there a lot better. I mean, you'll turn the ski over trying to get that thing out if you don't unhook it correctly. Some other things you get on these, obviously you still have storage up front. This one doesn't have the door on it, but you can still get the door that mimics what the one on the 23 does, like this. So not a big change there, but one huge thing I do like is they got Q-Link added into the hole here on the front, here, and then also on the back. I'll show you back here by the decal. And what that does is that takes, these Q-Link, parts from BRP, so you can put like the dock bumpers on there now instead of having this finicky little hole on the old style. We'll show you here. The old style just has a hole that a pin dropped in, and they could fall out or fall off if you're underway and you didn't take them off. These lock in, just like a Q-Link on a side-by-side, on a Riker, ATV, or any of that. So that's really, really cool. That's a great feature to have on this updated model. One thing they sell that's really cool that I like is the one for the GoPro. So you can have a GoPro mounted in a bunch of different locations on this spark and be able to get a bunch of different angles. So that's really, really cool. Another good update they've done this year that they've needed to do in the past was add Q-Link storage back here, so you can put a storage thing, bag on here that locks in. A cooler is the main thing I think everybody would want to put back here. Will be the BRP cooler that locks into those. Doesn't have to have any tools. You get home, you take it back off, you put it up. Super easy. You don't get that on a 23. So keep that in mind when you're looking at something, and taking a cooler with you is really important. Is get the 24. And you can see the back's been redesigned a little bit. It doesn't have all this texture on it like it is here. It's pretty smooth, but you do got the texturing up above it that's really nice. Really nice oversized grab handle to get into. Works out really, really good. This being a Trix, it does get the footwells, and then you can look down in the lower footwells how they've changed this. This is kind of like a pebble style on a 23, and then this style is more slotted, and it runs all the way up, and it's just a different style. They say it's supposed to grip better than the pebble style, and it probably does, honestly, but I don't know for sure. Another thing we'll talk about while Josh is further back is underneath the seat. On the 23 model, this is where the fire extinguisher goes, and it's just, that's it. You can't get to the engine. You can't get it to see anything down below or anything else. On the 24 model, you can get your fire extinguisher there. You still got your fuel in the same spot, but this comes out, so if you need to check things on your engine, you do have some access here without having to split the hole and check things out. But so I thought this was really good, you know, idea. It needed to have been done a long time ago. So if you needed to service some spark plugs, if you needed to check down in the bottom of your hole to see if you got water in there from setting, you know, on the back of a houseboat, check your coolant, you do have that option here as well now that you didn't have before, and just sets it back in its place. Like I said, no tools to do that, guys. All this stuff just comes off and goes back in. If I can do it right. I know that I wouldn't be able to, Josh. There we go. So I got it. It wasn't too bad. Something else that I will talk about here on between the two models is the dash. You can see the dash here is a little different. A fuzz bigger, but not huge. But this one you can see is definitely quite a bit smaller than the 24. So that's something to take note of and be aware of. Another thing is there, look at the storage, Josh. A little bit of storage there. This one, you get the storage for your phone. And then you can also add the USB charger and then have it all enclosed and safe, and then still have room for like your keys and your wallet. So that's really good. And I like this for the phone, especially if you got audio, because in the past it was horrible to put a phone somewhere on this thing. So that was a really, really good feature and update that they put on this model. And that's about it. I know the lower hole stayed the same. They didn't change any of that. Just the upper part of the hole got a lot of updates and revisions. And, you know, they listened to the customers when they done that. That was one of the things they said, you know, customers wanted storage on the back. Customers wanted a bigger dash, wanted some, you know, storage for an electronic device, you know. And then with the radio, they've come along and got this one all set up. And it'll come out of here if I can figure out. Yeah, so it comes out. I mean, this is your boombox, guys. If you're sitting, you know, you park this on the beach and you go up 25 feet and sit down and are laying out, you got your radio with you. You don't have to worry about it. Let's see if I can get it back in there. So like I said, I can about pick the ski up before this thing will move. And I think it stays charged at full volume for like 6 or 7 hours. So it'll go a long time at full volume, and it's really loud. So that's a really good feature to have on these. And that's about it, guys. Like I said, they changed a few things on them. It's really made it more user-friendly from the 23 models, which the 23 model is still a blast. But if you're in the market, the 24s are out there, and they do have some updates that are worth taking a look at. As always, guys, if you got questions or comments, post down below, and be safe on the water. Wear your life jacket.